This was the most up release of 2025. What's up, people? It's your boy FB Kicks and Gear, and I am back with another video. And this time we are doing a third-party reference video on the Jordan 1 85 bands. And unfortunately, because of mitigating circumstances, Nike, I was not able to cop these for retail, and copping them on the secondary market for whatever reason has been absolutely hell for me. I have struck out on trades on Trade Block. I've had two different orders canceled, one from StockX, one from GOAT, and I am at my wit's end. I was supposed to have an authentic pair to do a comparison video for you guys, but it has fallen through my fingers. So in order to just get the ball rolling on some stuff, I will post this video as more of an introduction into the shoe so that you guys can get grounded on what the replica situation is looking like for this shoe, so that at the very least we can start building up some information on our future real versus fake legit check guide. So remember, you can find more pictures of the shoe on the Instagram account that's going to pop up on the screen. The more details we know, the better we'll get at legit checking. So let's hop into this. Now, they come with what looks like a regular OG Jordan 5 or Jordan 1 box. It's labeled Jordan 1 85. So I'm going to assume, because I haven't heard anything otherwise, that these will come in a very similar box. This looks identical to the Jordan 1 High OG box to me, specifically the black and the red, the size and everything like that. It doesn't say Jordan 1 whatever or what have you on here that the OG box has. It does say just Air Jordan. Maybe I'll flash a picture of what it's supposed to look like. Actually, I have a Travis Scott Jordan 1 box with me right here, so I can show you what the Jordan 1 High OG box looks like. It says 1985 Air Jordan 1. Ironically, since this is supposed to be the 1985 edition, I guess they just dropped off the 1985 and just have it saying Air Jordan. So I am not 100% sure that the authentic one says that, but this is the replica and it's different. So I'm assuming the authentic one will look something like that. But we're not going to talk about the box any longer because there's no reason to if we're not going to have an authentic pair to compare it to. So let's get the box out of the way and let's just take a good look at the shoes. So looking at these, they look weird to me, right? Like they look very different from a regular Jordan 1 High, and that's supposed to be the case because on the authentic version, they rebuilt them from the ground up. They're supposed to look different. Now, some of you in the audience probably own the Jordan 1 85 bands. You tell me what this looks like in comparison. One thing I'm definitely noticing is this extremely different toe box. I don't know if the authentic pair mirrors this, but the toe rand really comes up onto the top of the shoe, making this red area look very small and compact. Looking at it from the side, this is definitely different looking. I know the authentic pair was changed a lot in terms of build. Is it this different? I don't know, but we'll definitely find out. But I want you guys to see and get a good look at what these look like. Now, the materials on this actually feel pretty good. They feel like real leather. They don't feel like synthetic leather. Maybe a little bit thin up here on the walls. Traditionally, you feel a thicker backing here, but this feels like straight canvas on leather, no padding whatsoever. It'll be interesting to see what the authentic pairs look like when they do that. Looking at the back, you definitely see a super exaggerated back profile here. The padding on the ankle is on another level, which is what makes this kind of splay out like this. But again, you guys that have the authentic pairs or are familiar with the authentic pairs, how does that look? One thing I'm noticing about the rep is that the red leather of the swoosh is very different from the red leather of the rest of the shoe, and you can see that contrast very well here. It's interesting. The swoosh is just a very vibrant red, while the rest of the shoe is a duller version of that red. Not dull, just dull in comparison, right? And you look at the Air Jordan sign here too. It's the debossed version, if that makes sense, where the black part comes out as opposed to being pressed in. The tongue is definitely very padded as well. I don't know how I feel about the shape, but I can definitely say the 85 is a well put together shoe. And we're just talking about the rep here. I'm assuming the authentic one will be as well, but it's definitely a well put together shoe. The materials feel nice. I'm just not sure if I'm feeling that shape, to be honest. This toe really weirds me out. I don't know what else to say. It just really weirds me out. I know that there's supposed to be some sort of message or something like that on the insole. And there is. They do carry over that Chinese message on the insole. And man, is this insole thick as hell. Look at that. You can see the felt material on the foam on the, what I'm going to assume is PU. But man, this is a super thick insole. No way, there's no way this wouldn't be comfortable. This feels fantastic. I'm actually surprised. Man. And it looks like it truly is board lasted, or they're trying to make it look like it's board lasted, but they definitely took a different approach to making these reps. That's for sure. But wow. I will say that this rep was, whoever's making them right now is going out of their way to make them different. This is not the standard mold for the Jordan 1, and usually what they'll do is replica factories will cut corners. They'll see that Nike releases a different version of an existing shoe, and they'll just put that colorway on the old mold. They didn't do that in this case. This is a different mold. It's just whether or not it's accurate. I don't know. And I'm not going to hazard to guess until I get an authentic pair in hand. So there's not really much else I can say on it. You can take a look at this tag here that was buried inside the shoe. I'm going to guess that on the authentic pair, this is going to be a lot more defined. It's not going to be as muted as the rep is, but they really went out of their way to make this look real. So I don't know. Do I think that this is going to fool legit checkers? I don't know yet, but I know enough about reps to know that there's probably definitely something's going to be up. I have to believe that there's going to be something a little bit weird about this toe box. Although looking at it from this angle, it doesn't look bad. I gotta believe there's something off. Something about the two-tone red leather here tells me that there's something off here. I don't believe that the authentic pair is going to be this way. Generally, on every Jordan 1 that I've had in this colorway, the reverse swoosh color has matched the rest of the shoe. But we'll see. We shall see. And my last thing is that I think that there's going to be more padding on the walls here. I have a hard time believing that it's this thin and this stiff. So we shall see when I get the authentic pair, but that is the quick overview of this reference pair right here. Take a look at the bottom. Pretty sturdy. Definitely a different outsole mold as well, but I think one of the things that I have noticed is that there tends to be a bulge on the 85s from the images that I've seen, and this kind of buckles in as opposed to bulges out. So we'll definitely see, but that's it. I'll do one more quick 360. Take a look at the tongue tag. Take a look at the text on the inside. But remember guys, you can find more pictures of the rep on the Instagram account that's going to pop up on the screen. Study up. I will be getting an authentic pair at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, but we shall see. With that said guys, thanks for coming to my video and giving it a watch. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.